Hey guys, Girl 523 here, and we're back with Fine Line, finally. Sorry it took so long. Again, I'm back in school now, so it takes a little bit longer to get things done. A couple things. If you were on the Minecraft Maps webpage, you may have noticed that there was a map that went up that my name was also on. That was one of my playtesters' maps, SMP Mike 23. He invited me to help him with the map, and it was a lot of fun. We ended up creating, it's called Into the Prototype, so you can check that map out if you like. I'll have a link to it in the description. And yeah, so that was a lot of fun. Now, as you can see, this map's a little different. It has a texture pack, so you're going to have to check to make sure the texture pack's working. There's instructions there. And as always, before we get started, thank you to my playtesters. Thanks Jackcraft and SMP Mike 23. You guys are awesome. And yeah, so let's get started. Oh, also, if you did not play 24 hours, or you just want a recap of 24 hours, there's a book you can get from pressing this button here. And again, that's the instruction book in there. I'm taking the cookie with me, though. Again, I'm going to do what I usually do. I'm not going to read all the chat. I'm just going to kind of generalize what's going on. And I'll play through all the puzzles. So you're basically talking about what happened last time, going through the portal. And they tell you to go get lunch. So now you're having like this internal monologue. You're thinking about all the things that happened to you. Your memory's still kind of fuzzy. And you want to find out some information. And now that the nurse has been called away by the doctor, you're going to try to sneak into that room. Of course, it's locked. You need something to unlock it. Safety pin. Go up to the computer. There is a scramble for you to solve. There's paper. If you need more levels, there's more enchanting bottles. And there's some patients you can read about. There's an announcement on the computer, there's some notes, and the control hub status. So now you're hearing the doctors are in the hallway, and you can't get caught in here, so you need to hurry up and get back to your room before they find you. You make it back just in time, and now they want you to go back to their office to explain things. So now you're going to continue your story. You go through the portal, and where did this portal lead? Led you home. Well, sort of home. That is your alarm clock waking you up. You have no idea where you are. You're very confused. And you want to go get some breakfast. But your cell phone's going off, so you need to find where you put your cell phone. Answer your phone. It's Miss Terry. She wants you to come into work on a Saturday, which is kind of odd. But you're going to anyway. Apparently something important came up. You get ready for work. Pick out your outfit. When you're ready to go to work, it says to click when you're ready. And now you're at work. Miss Terry's being very formal with you. You're going to head up to your office. You have two messages on your phone, one from Homan talking about paperwork again. And this one is from the CEO of Ender Science Inc. from the last map. He's actually saying he wants to postpone the investigation that you're going to do on all your friends. He decided that he's not ready to do that. Someone's here to see you, and it's Homan. He's actually here. He asks you about paperwork. And now Miss Terry says she has your dossier for you for a new case. So I'll read it. Greetings, Detective. My name is Wendell Carlton. I own the estate up on Emerald Street. Recently, I inherited a rather old painting that I come to find out is rather valuable. Last night, I had a break-in. Thankfully, the painting was not stolen, but I know that was what the thief was after. I need your help to figure out who tried to steal my precious painting. Please meet me at my estate as soon as possible. Thank you, Wendell Carlton. And then they give you the address. So after you're reading the dossier, click there. And they say you're off to the estate. I'm going to take some cookies with me. And I don't need that right now. I'm going to keep my cell phone on me. This is Emerald Street, and here's the house. Ring the doorbell. Explain who you are. They tell you to come in. Here's Wendell. He's going to take you to where the break-in took place. Paintings in here. Called the Creeper Queen. And he wants you to start exploring. So there is some evidence on the ground. Some boots here. You can see that you took a picture of it. Whoops. Wrong button. And there is the painting. So you think you're going to have to go talk to him to see exactly what happened. So apparently he left his back door open. And someone tried to sneak in and steal the painting. There's only 4 people that know he has the painting. He tells you his niece knows, his best friend, the art shop owner, and the person who brought him the painting. So now you're going to go visit the suspects. And it says in chat where you can go and see them. So we'll start here since this is the closest place. You can do this in any order, as usual. Let's talk to Maxwell first. This is his best friend. He's also known as the busybody of the town. He's going to ask you some questions. What are you working on? You said you can't tell him. I hit the wrong button. You're confused because he's not really asking you questions. You ask him where he's been. Keep in mind what they're saying about where their whereabouts and what they were doing. It's going to come into play later. Little hint. So you talk to him. There's a lot of dialogue. But it's all important. So that was his best friend. That's Maxwell. So Leon works at Handy's Moving Crew. That was the one who brought the painting to him from where it was. So you talk to the manager because Leon's not in right now. So you tell him that you need to talk to him, and he'll tell him when he gets back. So now this is Taylor's place, his niece. So let's talk to the cashier. You hear her talking in the back, but she's kind of busy and doesn't really want to talk to you at the moment because she's on the phone. So we're going to try to overhear what she's doing. So you see there's these little spots where you see these like music notes. Those are spots where you can try to listen in on Taylor. The question is, which order do you go to them in? So you kind of just walk around. If you're wrong, it'll say mumble, mumble, mumble. If you're right, it prints out something. You go over here. And finally, when she's ready, those will disappear, and it'll say, Detective, come to the office. And her office is just back here. So you can talk to Taylor, ask her about her whereabouts, make sure to keep in mind what they are, try to remember. She's roommates with Minna, who you remember is a friend of yours. So now you're going to try to go and talk to the other suspects. Cashier tries to talk to you as you leave, but she told you that already. She's on autopilot, apparently. So that's 3 of them. So now we have 1 more person to visit. Johan. He owns the art shop. I'm gonna put these up here. Alright, let's talk to Johan. He's known for being interesting. He says he's too busy to talk with you, but if you do something for him, he'll answer your questions. So basically, you're going to have to put these paintings together that he has just gotten. So if you go over here, where that villager just decided to walk into, you're going to try to overhear this conversation while working on these. So I'll leave the villager there, so I'll just work on this one first. What you're trying to recreate is up there. The pieces are in the chests. And I don't want to lose my cell phone, too. So you over here first, he's talking to someone named Mal Sturks, which is semi-interesting. Now we're trying to make that. So we told him about the offer. So this is a person that must have been trying to purchase the painting when Carlton originally brought it in. Okay, excuse me, Mr. Villager. Oh. Oh, this one's a command block. There we go. So it'll tell you, you can do these in any order, it's just that I happen to do it in that order. You could actually do them in any order. And you overhear the conversation. He says that he's hanging up the phone, and now you can go talk to him. Again, his whereabouts and everything. Now that we have all this information, we need to put it to good use. So we'll head back to the agency. Miss Terry wants to know how everything's going. She keeps mentioning your paperwork. Let's see what we know about our suspects. So this is why you needed to make sure you paid attention to what they were saying. So if you look in here, this is all information you have gathered. So this is kind of like your thinking bubble, I guess you can call it. So Taylor. Taylor was, she has her roommates. She was at home. And she's having financial trouble. Claims she was at home and her roommates could vouch for her. The best friend, he was at home, he has house guests and jealousy. Whoops, I did not mean to throw that. Jealousy, home, house guests. And then Johan, potential buyer, he was at a shop, but he did not have an alibi. There, so now you see you have the book now in your inventory. It has all the information. You have a new email. Someone named GM. Now, Leon is here to visit with you. So, he's Mr. Newton. You can talk to him. You ask him what he knows. He's very nervous about things. You get all his information. And you add it to your book. And now you have everybody's information. And now you need to put these in here. The object came from a chisel. Let's do the footprint database. So you need to match the shoes with what they would be used for. Where you would wear these shoes. So for example, shiny or crystal heels. Regal would be King's boots. Marathon is gym shoes. Sleep would be slippers. Hiking would be trail boots. Construction, steel toe boots. School, patent leather shoes. And chain boots for the night. And it says that the prints came from trail boots. So now you do the substance, mysterious substance. You need to match mysterious substance with one of these four. So there's numbers here. and they correspond to here. Basically, it's their MBT values, but I do give you a little guide here, like 0 through 7's down here, and 8 to 15's up there. Okay. So this one is coffee grounds, cookie dough, clothing dye, and paint. And the substance was coffee grounds. So now it's been a long day, you're tired, and you want to go home. So you go head home. And your apartment's been destroyed. And that is your cell phone. You answer it. Some strange person is talking to you. You go to sleep. And it's morning, and you're like, I just need to fix up my house. And apparently you fixed everything last night, but you don't remember fixing everything. So when you're ready, you can travel to the town. This is what you want to do for the day. Your phone goes off again. Apparently something happened at Carlton's. So we need to hurry up and get over there. He was in the kitchen. Painting has officially been stolen. He panics. You're like, okay, I need to go see what's going on. So the painting is definitely gone. Cell phone. Deja vu. And you're really confused. So now we need to go talk to all the suspects again. So let's head over here first again, since it's the closest. Again, you can do this in any order. But he's not there, but there's a new person here. Minna's here. So you talk to her and confirm Taylor's whereabouts. Taylor did have an alibi. Lillian's here, your other friend, and she confirms Leon's alibi. So that's 2 people with alibis confirmed. Still need a visit with Taylor. So we need to distract the cashier. If we walk over here, we can knock down the display. And that gives you a chance to go back here. So we can go into Taylor's office. We need a password for her computer. The password's right here. She's been sending emails. It says she has a motive. We have some tools over here. And trail boots. But now Taylor's back, so we need to get out of here before we get caught. Taylor had a motive, but she also had her alibi confirmed. Now, how we can get Johan away from his office is going to be interesting. Cell phone, random voice. This voice we now discover is GM, but who is GM? So she somehow can distract him, but you don't know how. All of a sudden, Johan wants to go get some tea, and he's leaving you in the shop by yourself. He has some boots here. They're gym shoes. There's a chisel on the wall. And now we can check out his computer, which he left unlocked. You can check his email. Use email mouse Dirks. We can watch the security footage. So there's a 5-hour time period where he's unaccounted for. So his alibi is not sound. And we still don't know anything about Kenneth. So we're going to head to Kenneth's house and see if he's there to talk to him and try to get his alibi. Because he said he had house guests who happen to be friends of yours. So we're ringing the doorbell. And your friend Benjamin's here. So we're going to sneak in and check out Kenneth's study. He has the same boots, coffee, mysterious button, and the broken chisel. All signs point to you get hit in the head. You need to start wearing a helmet on these cases. Bookshelf. Now how to get out of here with what we got. Need to make a pressure plate. I'm gonna eat a cookie. Now let's mine our way out of here. And who should be there but Kenneth? He's ashamed of what he did. He's under arrest. So this is kind of like you're thinking while you're talking to them. So normal case, it's not the end of the story. You're starting to remember something. Exactly what you can't. You remembered a little bit, but it's kind of fuzzy. So now you go back to the agency. Said don't forget to fill out your paperwork. You're like, okay, you're just gonna go head upstairs. Paperwork. Holman always joked about paperwork, but why do they keep emphasizing paperwork? People have been acting strange. You keep hearing the same phrase over and over again. You have a fax. And you question if that's still a thing. And you were given coordinates. So you can go to those coordinates. If you hit F3, or I don't know if your keybind's different, you can see the coordinates, and we're going to follow the coordinates to here. You got another paper. It's a descramble. Now if you descramble this, here I'll turn off this so it's not distracting. It descrambles to bridge control, which if you walk around the corner over here, you have bridge control with cameras. You start to think, you try to remember. You woke up on Saturday after reunion. You never made it home. You were kidnapped and went through a portal, so none of this can be real. So you have to press the buttons in a certain order to get out. So you have down, the, rabbit, bull, Alice. You remember. Remember what? When you did that, you woke up in some strange place. They think that it seems rather far-fetched, but you say it happened, didn't it? They tell you you've dreamed all this, but do you believe them? You say they're lying. They can't be telling the truth. This makes no sense. I'm not touching my keyboard, by the way. This makes no sense. This can't be real. Did any of this really happen? You don't know what is real, what is not. You feel like you're walking a fine line. So that is Fine Line, everybody. Thank you for watching, and if you played it, thank you for playing. Stay tuned for part 3 called Escaped? ? You can check out the map when you get in here. It says something about leaving comments and suggestions. You can press either one of these buttons. It will teleport you to the code, which is actually not that far from you. And yeah, it was kind of just, it looks like a building. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Stay tuned for part 3. I don't know when it will be ready. I am writing the story now. It is taking a while because I need to make sure I get all the loose ends tied up for this story. And also I'm in school, so I have other things I'm working on, obviously. And yeah, so bye.